Hello, my conscious co-creators. I'm Danae, and thank you for being here with me in the month of June. It's my birthday month, so I have a really special topic to me that I'm sharing with you guys today. So for those of you who don't know me, I am a conscious lifestyler who helps to support and guide and facilitate your path to conscious living through all avenues of well-being, through movement, through nutrition, through spirituality, through mindfulness. Basically, if you're looking to upgrade your lifestyle to be more conscious, I'm your lady. So each month I'm sharing a concept that I feel is really important in internalizing and understanding to really live your most conscious lifestyle. So today I want to share with you guys more about building bridges to create more optimal health and well-being. And so some of you may be asking, well, is this for you or not? So this video might be for you if you're somebody who feels like you've tried everything and are still struggling with the same routines or issues. This might be for you if you've struggled with yo-yo dieting or emotional eating. This might be for you if you're looking to upgrade your lifestyle or well-being in any area. And this might be for you if you've felt or noticed yourself being conflict avoidant in the past. And of course, if you're just interested in health and well-being and you want to take that to a deeper level, then this is most definitely for you. So I first want to just say, and it may seem obvious, but sometimes saying the most obvious things are super helpful and profound, but I want to remind you that health is a choice. So a lot of times when we feel really crappy, we don't feel like health is a choice. We feel very far and away and separate from well-being, which then typically a lot of times only makes us feel worse. And so I want to talk about, why this topic is so important to your health and well-being, and what are some issues that may be associated with, there being a disconnection in bridges in your well-being. And so I would say that it's a common human problem, and let me say that to begin with too, that most things that you feel like are so yours in your issues are shared by most everyone. Like there are some super common human themes of and feelings that we all share. And so one that I want to talk about today is a feeling of separation and a feeling of powerlessness, which I believe are a result of not bridging the areas of your well-being. And when I say bridge, we could think of the words of connection and integration. So when we connect with people, when we connect with ideas, when we relate or connect, we're essentially creating a bridge. And when we integrate, we take A and B and create something new. So those two words to me really encapsulate what I'm saying here in building a bridge to create your well-being. And when you're feeling in a sense of powerlessness or low self-worth, you're not really in your body as much. And in general, as a society, we've really been in our minds and not been in our bodies. And that often will make us become conflict avoidant. And when we become conflict avoidant, we become insensitive to stimulus, which keeps us more and more out of our body. So insensitive to stimulus, so desensitized. So that means, if you're living in a neighborhood where there's shootings every night, at some point you're going, if the brain and the body and the heart don't remain healthy, you're going to disconnect and become insensitive to that stimulus. So you could be able to walk through that neighborhood with gunshots all around you and not flinch. But in doing so, you're taking yourself out of your body and out of feeling. And so the main connection that I want to make today is bridging the gap between thinking and feeling. You know, in general, as a society, we've been in this thinking mode, and we've thought that feeling and emotions we've associated them with weakness in a lot of senses, and to be, you know, relegated only to women, and that men shouldn't be, you know, tapped into that. And what that's done is it's allowed us to have all this information, but conceptualize it only and not let us internalize it as well. And I want you to internalize your well-being. I know that the only sustainable way to truly live this as a lifestyle is to internalize your well-being. Otherwise, if you're only conceptualizing it, nothing ever actually happens. And so I want to give feelings a better rap, because really they have so much to offer us. So our feelings are our guidance system. They let us know when, like, how to ebb and how to flow, and they get us into that space of flowing. And so our brains help us think and our hearts help us feel, and we need to bridge that gap in the thinking and the feeling. They both serve a purpose. You know, our thinking reminds us to not get into similar situations that we've been in before. But when we do that, when we're only thinking, we're super habitual. And the truth is the average person is only using 5% or less of their consciousness. So we got a long way to go to really fully actualize our potential. And we have to feel to do so. And when we feel, we automatically are going to monitor our body, which means we don't let things go so far that they turn into a chronic disease. We are going to be so in tune and aware when things are shifting in our body that we're able to make these connections and build these bridges far before there's no connection able to be made. I'm just looking at my notes because I want to make sure that I don't forget anything for you guys. So with feelings, I also want to let you know that we don't have to polarize them. So an emotion is a thought and a feeling equals an emotion. So a feeling is just consciousness moving through your body. It's when you add a meaning to it that it becomes an emotion. And so depending on the meaning that you've given to the feeling, it will completely change the way you perceive the emotion. So for instance, if I had a traumatic situation with a dog as a child, and it made me very fearful, then I'm going to associate being fearful with being around dogs that I don't know. That's a possibility. And so if we're not polarizing feelings, meaning saying they're positive or negative, then we're able to allow ourselves to move through the spectrum of emotions and use it as information instead of pushing it away because we're saying it's good or bad, or wanting more of it because we say it's good or bad. Because joy and happiness, all of those things are great. And you know, if somebody in your family dies, it's completely natural to grieve. You know, you may get mad at yourself for not being joyful because you're grieving because somebody died, and that's because of the mental meaning that you've given to joy and how you need to be in that space. So all emotions are good in essence, and we don't have to polarize them. We can feel the spectrum of them. That's what helps us bridge this gap. And so I would like you guys to try one thing with your time before I share my next video about my favorite tips for creating bridges. So you could use your phone and in your notes section, or if you have a little journal or something, for at least 3 or 4 days, optimally would be a week. I want you to journal, and they can be quick notes, feelings that you're having. And so It could be as simple as I went and saw a movie. At the movie, it was really funny and it made me laugh, and in my body, that felt like a full belly and tingling in my chest. So I would like you to give descriptive words to how you feel. You don't even have to necessarily go into the story as much as I did. You could just say movies, tingling in chest, full belly. Or, frustration, sharp pain in my shoulder. And I would like you to start doing this for about a week or so. And what happens is once you start to do this, what you're doing is you're mapping your body's way of communicating with you, which means you'll be able to use this to start bridging gaps all over the place. So you'll start to tune into what foods feel better to you. You'll start to tune into when somebody's taking energy away from you or trying to put negativity on you. You'll start to know when your spirit is sending you messages and sending you information, and so many more ways that you can really make connections for yourself and your health and well-being. So I hope that this insight's been helpful for you. I look forward to sharing some of my favorite tips with you later in this month. You can text the number 22828 and the word Miss Nutrish, MISSNUTRISH, to get the videos delivered to your inbox, as well as delicious, high vibrational food recipes too. And on a side note, my conscious collection of skincare and body products are now available on my website at DanaeFenty.com. I look forward to talking with you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your day and have fun creating bridges. Bye.